Question number 9. Number 10. Enmity between human beings and the serpent developed. And the last answer is human beings were to struggle, while they were to toil to meet their needs. Question 2a. State 6 commandments which guide the relationships among human beings. 6 marks. The commandments which guide the relationships among human beings are: honor your father and your mother, you shall not kill, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not steal, you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor, you shall not covet your neighbor's property. Question 2b. Identify 8 lessons Christians learned from the incident when the Israelites worshipped the golden calf at Mount Sinai. So the lessons Christians learned from the incident when the Israelites worshipped the golden calf at Mount Sinai are: Christians learn that they should worship God alone. 2. Christians should lead righteous life. 3. Christians should not represent God in any kind of image. 4. Christians should intercede for others. 5. Christians should be firm in decision making. That is, they should not be swayed or misled easily. That is, they should avoid peer pressure. 6. Christians should have faith, or rather they should trust in God. 7. Christians should repent their sins, or rather they should ask for forgiveness. Or you can even say they should forgive others. 8. Christians should respect those in authority, or rather they should respect those appointed by God. 9. Christians should be patient. 10. Christians should obey God's instructions, or rather they should obey God's teachings. 11. Christians should exercise self-control. That is, also they should avoid anger. The last point, Christians should condemn evil. Question 2c. List 6 forms of worship that were practiced by the Israelites in the wilderness which are found in Christian worship today. Forms of worship that were practiced by the Israelites in the wilderness which are found in the Christian worship today: obeying the 10 commandments, singing or dancing in the church, praying to God, celebration of festivals or feasts, the observing of the Sabbath, giving offerings or tithes, building places of worship, or you dedicate or consecrate the places of worship, and burning incense. Question 3a. Identify 6 factors which led to the widespread idolatry in Israel during the time of Prophet Elijah. So the factors which led to the widespread of idolatry in Israel during the time of Prophet Elijah are: the foreign princesses married to Israelite kings brought with them idol worship. Rather, the false prophets were brought to Israel. Number 2, Israelites changed their lifestyle from pastoralism to agriculture when they settled in Canaan, and this forced them to worship the god of fertility. 3, the Israelites worshipped God, or they worshipped Yahweh and Baal gods on different occasions. That is, there was religious syncretism. 4, the kings built temples for Baal worship in the northern kingdom of Israel. 5, Israelites broke the covenant through intermarriages with foreigners that adopted Canaanite way of life, or rather temple prostitution. 6, Israelites felt that Yahweh had forsaken them after they were defeated in wars by neighboring nations. That is why they turned to other gods, because they felt that Yahweh had forsaken them. 7, the true prophets of Yahweh who were in Israel were being persecuted. 8, the kings made festivals for the Canaanite gods to be on the same dates as those of the Jewish calendar, hence the Israelites were influenced to worship idols. 9, King Ahab made Baalism the official state religion. 10, the rampant presence of the visible idols compared to the unseen God, that is Yahweh. Question 3a. Identify 6 factors which led to the widespread idolatry in Israel during the time of Prophet Elijah. We already tackled that, so we go to 3b. Describe the incident in which Prophet Elijah challenged the prophets of Baal at Mount Carmel in 1 Kings chapter 18, verse 19 to 41, 8 marks. And here you're supposed to explain from the scripture. So Prophet Elijah requested King Ahab to send the prophets of Baal and all the Israelites to Mount Carmel. Elijah asked the people for how long would they live on 2 different opinions. That is, he also told the people to choose between Lord, that is Yahweh, or Baal. Number 3, Prophet Elijah asked for 2 bulls, one for those who worship Baal and the other for him. Number 4, Each group was to offer a sacrifice to their God. The God that would send fire to consume the sacrifice is the true God. 5. Elijah gave the prophets of Baal the first chance to prepare the sacrifice. 6. The prophets of Baal called on their God to send fire, but there was no response. 7. Elijah mocked them to shout louder for their God to answer. 8. The prophets of Baal cried louder. That is, they cut themselves with swords, but there was no answer. 9. Elijah repaired the altar with 12 stones and made a trench around it. 10. He prepared the sacrifice and asked for water to be poured on it. 11. Elijah prayed to God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel to reveal himself. 12. Fire fell from heaven and burnt up the sacrifice. 13. The people acknowledged the God of Elijah as the true God. 14. Elijah commanded the people to seize the prophets of Baal. Or rather, he commanded the people to kill the prophets of Baal. And point number 15 is Elijah told Ahab to go and eat and prophesied that the rain was coming, or he prophesied the coming rain. Question 3c, state 6 reasons that may influence some Christians to turn away from God today. 6 marks. So reasons that may influence some Christians to turn away from God today is lack of faith, or rather lack of trust in God, influence from non-believers, or ridicule, or even discouragement from non-believers. There is number 3, peer pressure, or you can call it critic influence, or fear of the people. 4, quest for better economic power, or you quest for education, or that is what we call greed. 5, lack of role models in the society. That is 5. 6, unemployment or poverty. 7, negative influence from mass media. 8, emergence of different beliefs or different cults. That is what we call religious pluralism. 9, lack of time, or you can say family irresponsibilities or work pressure. And number 10, unanswered prayers. We also have permissiveness in the society, or it's called moral decay. It is called meaning too much freedom in the society. Question 4a, explain 4 visions of Prophet Amos concerning the judgment that would befall Israel. 8 marks. Visions of Prophet Amos concerning the judgment that would befall Israel. 1, there was the vision of locusts. Amos saw God sending a great swarm of locusts, which was about to destroy all plants in the land. Amos pleaded with God to forgive the people, and God forgave them. Number 2, there was the vision of fire. Amos saw a supernatural fire that had already burnt up the water. It was about to consume the earth. God was going to destroy Israel by sending a supernatural fire. Amos pleaded with God, and he withheld the punishment. Vision number 3 is the vision of the plumb line. Amos saw God standing with a plumb line in his hands by a wall. The wall was crooked, and God was going to punish the people of Israel. Prophet Amos did not plead for the people, hence God was not going to forgive the Israelites. This time he would destroy places of worship of the dynasty of Jeroboam. Number 4, there was the vision of the basket of summer fruits. Amos saw a basket of ripe fruits at the end of fruit harvest. It showed that the time for the Israelites to be punished was ripe. Amos did not plead with God that the punishment was inevitable. Number 5 is the vision of the destruction of the altar. In the last vision, Prophet Amos saw God standing by the altar. He ordered the destruction of the pillars of the temple. And all the worshippers was being struck. This showed that the wicked people would be killed, or rather they would be destroyed, and none was going to escape death.